Hello, hello, hello. We are getting started today. Interesting, interesting. We just look at the higher time frames. Let me say that we're online too. Okay. So weekly fair value up here, untapped. Good thing is on ES we did take the low out. We sniped this low. Try to move back up. We could possibly just go for one more high, and then most likely drive down. I think we've just been range bound back and forth right now. But this low was finally taken, so that is actually really good. That's where I also made my money on short. I was targeting this the weekly low or the daily low. And look at NQ. NQ, we had this breaker here. It's been holding, and then strong wick just came back up. So until we get this 4 hour, I'm not gonna be too crazy bullish. I mean, we did get a nice wick here, but I feel like the more likely choice is just gonna keep on range bounding. So you can see us like especially on ES, you know, we took the high, now we took the low. We expect us be more seeking short type of price action on the higher time frame. 6 hourly too. We're moving up. Technically got a closure here. It's too large of a candle for me to use as a breaker. So let's see what we're cooking up with today. It looks like we're trying to go for the session highs. Can't really stand around shorts there, but if there is a short setup here, I'm not gonna not take it. I mean, just because when it's range bound delivery, taking both the highs and lows, you're expecting to play both sides. And it was trendy, you're going for all-time highs, which could happen also. You're not really playing both sides like that. What is happening with these candles? Are these real candles here? Can anyone tell me if these are real candles or just trade view? Can I check with I think it's just trade view. I'm looking at InTrade, it's more smooth, but like it's like missing candles. Can I refresh that or there's a gap here. Refresh page. How do you refresh again, guys? I'm like an old person now. I'm a boomer. Control. Oh, okay. Please tell me Control R is actually reload. What does that mean? Is that good? Save or reload without save? I don't want anything to mess up because I have a very unique style. Save and reload or reload without saving. I don't know what this means. Without save and reload. Okay. There we go. So do I gotta do this for more? Oh shit, what's happening? Uh-oh. messed up. Yeah, I have all my time frames laid out, so I would hate to mess them up. It's like uniquely, I explained in my video where I have like basically 3 main layouts, like the daily, weekly together, right? Weekly, daily, all the markings. In the 4-hour, hourly, 15-minute, and the 1 minute is together, and the 5 minutes is standalone. And the way I do it, you know how I do like hourly fair value apps, it only shows on the hourly. And then the 4-hour, it only shows on the 4-hour as well. Or this might be on the standalone. This might be with the daily, actually. So I have like a really unique way of kind of organizing my charts. And I hate every time when it messes up. I gotta redo it. So yeah, we do have a breaker coming up here. This is like pretty deep in premium for me along this. I should have looked at opportunities down here, but it's just pushing higher. We just took the highs out here on ES, so we had a double top. So could reject from here. Oh, let me sit up today. What's up, Tyler? What's up? What's up? I feel like I've been missing so many trades lately. Skill issue or any advice? So that just kind of is more on how the price action is. So if price action is just bad, you might not get actually good good trade opportunities. And that's just what something you have to deal with. But yeah, it depends. Like if it's been happening for weeks, that'd be like kind of like if you're trading low time frame, I feel like you would have got something already. But like if it's like a few days, like sometimes it happens. Sometimes it's just that trendy where you don't get anything. We're just grinding up here. Weathering the storm, staying above water. Where are you at, by the way? Dude, Florida has been thunderstorm every single day. Like, it's kind of crazy. And my neighborhood, it knocks my power out pretty easily just because I don't know what it is. Even there's a light storm, power goes out for a little bit. It could be longer for hurricanes. Shit's crazy. Okay, we took this. Pretty sure there's like nothing I could do here. I just gotta wait to see opportunities. It's very bullish, very trend based since the move up right now, but buying up here would be similar to suicide in my eyes. Even though it's bullish, it's trendy. It's like you're just buying deep in premium. Unless you just want to catch. There's likely better setup somewhere else for long. So just holding this area right now. Just back and forth here. Back to 60s now. It's stalling out above here right now. Like I'm not sure if I want to play shorts just yet. I want to see if we want to take out the session highs first. And then if it wants to turn, it'll make more sense to me, but right now, just a waiting game here. spike there. Every move above it just just getting rejected. Just stalling here. I could for sure see shorts coming up though. If it gets a nice closer back down. Hard to play right now though. Surprisingly, just been holding this 30-second here. We haven't really had, it's like been one directional up, hasn't had like a good closure down. So I wonder if we just flip this and just start actually getting some strength down, but I'm just holding right now. Big push here. Let me look at chat. Sorry, I was trying to just see what I can get here. Where's the music? The music, I'll turn it a little bit up. Yeah, like on the low time frame, everything just been holding very nicely. You can't really step in front of this just yet, because you never know until if it just keeps on wanting to push it up, just like how it did. Basically, the last kind of like from the move down here has been up, 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 then slight stalling, up, 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 stall, up, up. So something like this is like I'm always waiting. Like if I want to get long, is I want to see it like really get a nice retrace and then come back up. Then I feel better about it. And then for shorts, I need just closure or stop respecting these little bullish areas. And again, getting rejected. I think we get a nice push back down here. I just don't know if I want to buy this depending on how it comes back down. I don't think it's gonna keep on pushing up though. This is like stalling every moment again. Is it just gonna come back up to about 060s again? What is happening? I need to see some movement. I need to see something that other than just one directional up, because it doesn't really give me entries yet. So I want to see a 5-minute closure though. Let me see if we get one. We'll likely try to tap back inside this breaker and we'll see what we can do about it. 15-minute gap here. So like this is most likely the longs. If you're going for it, you'll probably wait for this. It's pretty simple retrace, right? If you're bullish, we could be looking at shorts up here right now. If it gives us a play all the way down, and then this is where the bulls can pick it back up, or attempts to at least. So I think I'm trying to like frame where I want to do things. I'm probably likely shorting somewhere up here and buying down below. That's like what I'm looking at right now. Do you guys feel like it's a decent short up here? It's starting to feel like it for me. You know, even low time frame, just inverse this, retrace, sell for lower. It's not doing too bad. I'm most likely gonna see we have like low SMT, but I'm gonna likely see if we can close under this, get a chase delivery, get this 1 minute inversion. The first tap in, I'll try the short. So it'll look something like this, I think. And the main goal is a tap back in to this. Which, wait, is that? Yeah, it's 3 continuous candles, so still makes sense to me. Just holding this area. Won't stop. And I'm framing up like how I did yesterday. See if we can get execution at the time. Even if you're bullish, I think it makes sense to come back down, back to this breaker, back to this 15-minute gap, right? So we have this breaker validated now. Also, makes a decent amount of sense here to retrace before we take out the highs. No validation on this yet. I'm looking to see if we want to close under this. That is the main goal right now. Not ending yet. It's holding. It's holding. This is only validated if we get a closure again. And then it'll try to be like shorts 48s, pull it all the way to low 30s, 20s, in this big gap here. And then we'll see if we even want to flip back longs. That's what I'm framing up right now. That's what I posted in Discord, looking for shorts up here, longs down here. $630 might want to get hit first. Yeah, we got close to it. They're just dancing right now, dancing back and forth. Dance for us. Not buying up here again. This is just poor risk reward for me. It can trend up. I'll like it just be hands off. How did everyone do in the morning today? We're trading PM, nothing yet, but how did you guys do for AM? I took shorts because I was going for the daily target here. I wanted ES stick this, so I had some shorts just holding from today. And it was like a pretty long hold. I was just like, I'm not gonna try to TP until we hit this, and surprisingly it hit. I TP'd, boom, made 12,000 on my trade rate, made 12,000 on my the Robinhood, and I was like, damn, let's go. It's not really showing much here. How much percentage of drawdown do you risk unfunded? It's the rule of thumb is like 10%. If you want to be very conservative, like it's closer to 7%, but 10% is yeah. Oh, by the way, yeah, funding ticks is also now listed on Smart Prop Firm. I don't know if you guys are aware. They didn't give me a bag like we talked about yesterday. They released a public program. They're like, okay, you can be added now. But you know, I'm not getting a good deal out of it. That's fine. I'm giving the cash back still. So that's the main purpose. If you guys want to try the firm, is now listed. Smart Prop Firm Family, 5% cash back, automatic raffle entry. That's that. They're not gonna be the top of my list until I get a payout and I feel good about them first. Oh, we might get something here. Hold up. Sure they did. If you look on their Twitter, they actually release a public program which anyone can be affiliate right now. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll do it. I asked them, can we get the rebates going? The easiest way to tell is you're not gonna see me make a post. I was scrolling on Twitter. It reminded me. It's scroll down on Twitter. I looked at the rips they had. They made an official post, and someone's like, "You and JCap posting the same exact thing. These guys must be giving some nice fees." It is so true because it's like this post is so similar. Like I don't know if they just had the same person share a prompt and then like just paraphrased it. I haven't partnered with anyone in a few years. Now it's my partnership. You know, blah blah for the next week, and then you just see rips teamed up with this. If I recommend firm, they just paraphrase each other. Yeah, but why I mentioned this is because I think a lot of you guys have been asking like when is funding ticks is going to be added into the cashback program. Now it's added. So it's a win. Someone said, Tyler, what happens if you're never doing affiliates? He signed with Apex right now. Get that Apex privileges. But yeah, Forex Giants, Funding Pips, Funding Next, they have serious cash. Rumors has it. This is like unconfirmed, but in the same time, somewhat confirmed because they have people from FTMO basically seeking out, talking to futures partners. So like, unless they halt the plan and be like, okay, this isn't... So it's not confirmed, but like, you know, they're making moves. FTMO is going to come to futures. That's what we're hearing right now. I think that's pretty massive. We haven't got a closure yet. I think the moment we get a closure, I'll try the short. What is TradeFi getting Project X? They're getting it, I think, this month. I keep on hearing July. Would you guys use Project X? Like Tradevate, Project X? I feel like Tradevate should be up there if there's an option. Who's openly choosing Project X over Tradevate though? If they had two options. I like projects. I would choose it, to be honest. I guess if there's not that many stable trade copy right now, I think for now it's like TradeBase is just far superior in trade copying. Not we're not talking about the platform, just like copy trading. Until like projects has many trade copiers and a stable and everything like that, then I could say, like, you know, projects is a good option too. But TradeBase is most likely the best platform to copy trade, especially with a slippage too. If you're trading like high volatility, TradeBase is much better at giving you good fills, favorable fills, which is ideal. Like, just think of it, TradeBase is simulation, which is like they'll give you favorable fills, but projects, they just try to make it as close as live as possible, which, you know, is aligned with their business model. Like, you know, we're trying to do make it very close to live trading. But to us, like, you have another simulation which has just better fills in general, and you don't like ever getting bad fills. Oh, what is it? This big spike down. I want to see if we can snag the shorts here. Oh, no closure. Can we get a smart trade copper soon? You know what? That might be coming. I've been trying to work with some developers on getting it something going. The main idea would be to make it free, but it's just very important to make it stable. You'll be goated for that. That has been something I've been trying to work on for kind of the last, like, my top of my list right now, other than just having a revamp. I want to build it with a company that's already like somewhat doing it, and then, like, you know, help them build it up, make it better and whatnot. that'll be perfect. We're gonna be really seeking for the short right now. I think the short is enticing me. What do you guys think? Is this it? Like, somewhere short here, try to keep it stopped like above, and then try to really tackle it down. I could definitely see it happening. Be a one contract, so I'm not trying to size too much on this, because it is counter trend going down, but you have a nice draw if it gives this to us. Not yet. We will get this inversion too, most likely in 10 seconds in the first tap back in, either in the inversion or change the delivery. We could probably make this stop tighter. I don't think we even need all this. Like 12 points is fine. This inversion, as long as it doesn't tag in the immediate gap, I'm gonna try to take the short, and I don't know if we'll get it. How is it like the moment we get confirmation? Wait, oh, was I supposed to get filled here? This closure, tap back in. It didn't even tap back in though. I put my limit at 48s. How the hell? They didn't get me filled. It went 47.75. That's nasty. But I set my limits in. I'm gonna try this. I don't know where the target will be. It's most likely gonna be deep inside this gap. That's what I'm shooting for. Still makes sense to me. I just need to see if I can get filled here. Let me know if you guys like the short or not. Jimmy is saying he doesn't like the short. It's fine. It is counter trend, but I think it works because we have a draw here. We have an entry model now, and ideally, if you're already long biased, you would like longs down here. So price to me is likely still drawing lower before we go higher. So, Jesus, we can't get a freaking setup or entry here. 33 is when it gets inside the gap. I really want to get it an entry before the gap here. That would be ideal, so I know how I can manage the trade. But I wonder if this also this inversion too. Like you could have entry in 44s here. Yeah, we could try tag and also in the version you guys want. I really would want to change the delivery here, the 1 minute here. That's like been the plan I've been marking out for a while. Rip. Just waiting, but I don't really know we'll get a... It's been the theme, I feel like, kind of this week, where I have a setup going on. I have the framework. I get confirmation, but maybe the entry model itself or the retracement itself doesn't really give you what you want to see. But yeah, in hindsight, I think this is the ideal tap in, even though it's light. It's like the inversion also very similar to change the delivery here, because you don't want price to go above this if you're thinking this is going to respect, which I do think. Yeah, I had my fills at 48 exactly. I put my limit order at 48. It literally, like, this is where it confirmed it, and it hit 47.75. I'm like, I miss it by a fucking tick. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. That's been happening kind of, I want to say, like, all week, where I missed the entry by like a tick or whatnot. It's like, it's just really annoying, but I think we might get some follow through. I'm open for longs here if we can start flipping, but shorts just is the draw right now. And we'll likely just get a nice stab through, I feel like. But yeah, the framework's there. We get the confirmation. We put the limit orders in. This could have been the tap in. I had it 48, so this was my ideal tap in. Why shorts a draw? Back to what I was saying, the 15-minute gap. If I want higher, we're gonna retrace inside this breaker. We're gonna retrace inside this large 15-minute unmitigated gap, which is untouched. We'll retrace inside of it, and then we can shoot higher. So that's what I was saying. Like, we're stalling out here. Likely, we're gonna get a short somewhere and take it down. And then if the bulls who wants to play long, this is where they play it. So that's how I usually like to trade. I like to frame things up, like where's price more likely to head and whatnot, like that. I'm gonna try still go for it. We barely tapped it in. ES didn't tap it in, so like I think this is still valid here. Let me look at chat. I'm 60-40 long here. Sellers running out of juice. I like longs down here. This is where I'll pick up longs. This is where most likely I'll flip to longs also. So we have a 5-minute gap. This is most likely the tap in that we're looking for, though. If not 48s, 48s would just be ideal because you're playing off the change delivery. So yeah, we're tapping in here. You could try something here, or you wait for 48. It's up to you. Both is still gonna be the same type of trade. This one, in case it doesn't trace up higher, I think this is the setup is still the same. LeBron, give us the next video. So yeah, short here. It's the same thing as the 1 minute. You don't want to see it above like 60s, right? And then I want to see a nice drive back in. I don't really have a clear exact target in mind, but something back in this breaker, a deeper drive in, makes a lot of sense to me. And we're going to see this drive down. Let's see. Come on, baby. Was it 33, right? Was it 33 that we're talking about? A deep drive to 33. 34. And also ES. I'm watching ES, so like I want both of them to get a nice drive in. And again, I don't have a target in mind. I think we're just gonna, I'm gonna keep it, let it trail. I ideally want a deep drive though. It's like not just like a shallow like upper quadrant. I want to all those midpoint. Looking good, looking good. So for those who don't like shorts, I hope this plays out. And then guess what? I'll join in longs with you guys. For those who like, I like longs, it's like, well, I like longs too, just not up here. I like shorts up here and then longs down here. No tap inside the 15-minute gap. Yeah, we're coming back up. Back all the way up. This is where we'll get probably the 58, 48 entries here. Same entry. I'm attacking 48s as well. Like we got like 10, 11 points. Like again, I don't like just a shallow tap in. I want a deep drive. But yeah, this is what we're going for. So this is where I'll do break even. I'll trail it. I'll do everything once we just break through this low. Let's just give it like that. Yes, I am in. I don't know why I wouldn't be in when we've been talking about this setup. If I didn't like the trade, I would say outright that I'll invalidate the trade. This is no go anymore. But again, we have no tap in inside whatsoever yet, so this is still very, very valid. And I'm gonna do break even the moment we get close under 33s. I'm gonna try to trail this. Dude, you guys might like, we have new people in the chat or something, but some people in the chat's like, are you bullish or bearish? Like, if you see the screen, I promise you, and just hear out the commentary, I've been saying this is bearish. We're looking for shorts. This is the setup. I have my stop in already at 60. I'm going for an ambiguous stop or ambiguous TP because I'm not sure exactly. It's just a large gap. I'm likely going to trail this. I want to see it drive all the way down if possible, though. Newbies crack me up. They can't tell from them scream. You know, like if you're blind, you can hear. You can hear. I've been saying this is short here, stop here. I'm looking for a drive lower, and then if you're deaf, you can also see the screen too. So it's like a win-win. I'm likely gonna do break even. I don't know. I'm gonna put my TP somewhere, and we're gonna just drag this down. Break even only if we get a drive under. Wait, did I even look at like what's the better short? Oh, NQ is a better short. That's something I was like looking at. I was like, wait, wasn't NQ stronger for the most of the week, but ES has been stronger. It looks like, right? So we played the right asset just because like if we shorted on ES, it barely moved a point. On NQ, it moved like already like 13 points. Come on, baby. Don't be shy. Most likely the same case again. I'm gonna TP on Apex for base hits. Hold on the rest of my account, which is the live count, top step, everything else, just because I'm aggressively growing it. For Apex, I'm fine with taking a few $100 per day. This is likely gonna be like $300-$400 play if it drives through, follows through. Here we go. Deep drive. Nice. ES hasn't followed through yet. I think if ES can draw here, NQ is likely going to be much slower. I would like that a lot. So I'm going to take it on end Apex here for 400. I'm going to hold. This is how I like to do it. I like to hold the rest here. So I'll move. Oh, shit. I moved to 45. And look at that. We are printing. So secured on half my accounts, basically. My Apex are secured. The other group, which is like Top Step, My Fun Features, Tradeify, Tick Trader, my live account, everything else, all centered on this count. This is the aggressive scaling. That's how I like to do it. It's been working for me. So even if it hits break even, guess what? I made a boatload of money on Apex already. But if I actually hit my main target, then I made $400 here. My other the account that I'm holding most likely gonna be 500 plus. But yeah, what the fuck is ES doing? I was expecting ES to really get inside this gap here, and then I would be managing my trade much tighter and let it trail. But yeah, Type 1, we took that straight, guys, so far. I have it not exactly at break even. I just put it at the next gap here, or the wick here. If it goes back to 45, I probably don't want to see that. So it'll be like a 3-point green stop. First trade of the day. Press 1 if you took it, 2 if you didn't. I know some of you guys said you guys didn't want to take the trade just because this is like not bearish. I explained it, but like that's totally fine for you, because if you had your analysis being this is bullish and we took a short and us failed, you basically did a big brain move, saying like, I'm gonna pass on the setup just because it doesn't align with my analysis. What? Look, this is evidence. Kobe said entry was 48.25 and Project X didn't fill. Wait, that's bullshit, because look at this. I see TradeView says it hit 48.75. So if you put 48.25, that's 2 ticks above your limit, and you said you didn't get it filled. Is that factual, or are you bullshitting? Because that would be probably the best case of showing that it has bad fills. No, never mind. The other people said my top's are filled. Okay. Oh, if you take micros might do this different thing. Let me check on micros. Do I have some micros somewhere? Can I just type it? Yeah, okay, let's do that. No, did it wrong. Oh, yeah, so micros only hit 48. That makes sense. Well, secure the bag already. I'm just seeing what we could do here. Yeah, this kind of sucks. Probably gonna have to give back some profits here, because I didn't realize the drop here. This was pretty good though. This was like 21 points, $400. Somehow, for some reason, I kind of secured that bag on the Apex count, like on the dime. Like, you guys want to see this? Look at my Apex. I post my screen. I press close at basically the bottom of the wick. That was kind of nice. but this one is giving a little bit more trouble. You gotta believe though, gotta trust the process. If you guys don't want to hold, this is probably a good area. Again, if it retaps back to like 33's area, just take it out. I'm kind of considering it, to be honest. Because this would also get me payout on top of that piece. This would be my 20th day. Isn't that crazy? I might just take it for 300 here. Then I'll focus on my... I'll remove my top step from the trade topping group, and I'll trade more on the rest. Yeah. This is like kind of a... It's going against what I'm trying to do, but it's because I have external condition, which is like, I just want to get my top step payout. No, it's cute. But look, yeah, look at my top step, guys. 19 trading days, 19 wins, 10.8 thousand profits. So 20th, it would be my 4th payout, and it's like 2400, 2400, 2800, and I'll probably request another like 17, 1800. So pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, I'm probably gonna miss out profits though, just because I'm gonna remove my top step. I should just look for another trade back in though. Let me see. Don't need top step in anymore. There we go. Good. Oh, we just did a nice drop. See, me gonna fumble back. I hope you guys don't do the same thing. Don't copy me here. Let it hit TP. I think a good TP is just this new day opening gap here around 18s. This would give this trade like 27 points. Holding this short. That's what's up. Father of Legends. You're gonna hold the line. How much are you risking? That was one contract, right? One contract. This stop was this is just, it was over here. This stop was 12.5. So if I lose this trade out of loss 250, I think 250 exact. If this trade hits on the full target, it'll be 600. I TP'd at 31s here, or 32s here. So I secured 300 bucks. So still more than my risk reward. My risk 250. I secured 300. Even though it went more, I'm just gonna take the bag there. If it comes down here, you guys are holding the trade, you guys gotta make a little bit more. And how I would kind of frame this, I'm gonna do a quick recap, and I'm gonna tell you what I would do next, just based off experience and what my model would show. The reason I took the short is because I'm not long enough here. I'm gonna look for longs down here. So if I have that in my mind and we're stalling out, I'm going to look to see if there's a confirmation for shorts here and then drag it down. And the moment NQ and most likely ES hits the area of interest that I want for longs, that's when I could kill the short, make the money, secure the profits, and then just watch carefully to see if there's a long setup here. So for those bulls, you guys are long here. And just to add to that, if you look at ES, what an unmitigated gap is, you have a fair value gap that's a big imbalance. We have big displacement here. There's no, it's a large gap. We want to see it refilled. So we want to see it mitigated. When it's unmitigated, it's like this. There's no wicks, no nothing inside of it. So the way I could rely on the other analysis on ES is NU is the weaker asset. NQ is driving lower, lower, lower. You could theoretically kind of analyze ES. So the moment ES start coming inside this 15-minute gap, then you could start looking at a exit opportunity. So you could start, you basically keep on trailing this NQ trade lower and lower, lower until ES finally hits this gap. Which I think if it does hit this gap, the target would already be reach, I think. So I hope that makes sense. And so I kind of explained the 15-minute structure. Why I took it on the 1 minute here. There's a 1 minute short here. I'm just gonna go back to 1 minute. This is my analysis here. SMT on the top for NQ, bullish SMT on ES. That's why NQ is weaker. We have a lot of back and forth. This is where I call stalling. And then while it's stalling, I'm like, I would only short this if we get confirmation. And what my confirmation would be is if we close under, we confirm this chain state delivery. And why I use this candle is consecutive candles. So that's like the last displacement that took out the high and caused the SMT. So that's important to me. The moment it gets a closure down here, the chain state delivery is validated. And what that means is it's like an order block, but an order block that validates after taking out a high or something like that, or the high, the move. So you guys know how order blocks works. If you guys watched my video, if you didn't, I'll explain it real quick. This is the order block here, and it's upgraded to a chain state delivery because we got closure. And what is it? How it works is you don't want to see it hit the mean threshold. Mean threshold is the midpoint of the order block, or in this case, chain state delivery. So we short at the bottom of the order at the order block basically, and we're looking for price not to react above this midpoint line, above 56. And in this case, it did. So it's like very similar to a breaker. You guys know how we do breakers, right? Like this is the 15-minute. It's a large breaker, but we enter, let's say longs here, stops under the breaker, and then we can go for TP, let's say here or even higher. So very similar structure. So order blocks, breakers, chain state delivery, very similar. All kind of confluences to how I trade. It doesn't have to be one or the other. I'll take any trades. So I hope that explains that. And then now I think the moment ES gets inside this gap, most likely a nice drive too, we could start looking for longs. And longs would be, I would want to say on ES, just ES is a strong asset. So long on ES, short on NQ. That is the model. And I hope me explaining this in depth and showing you how I frame the trade, frame my analysis, and then lastly, take the trade with you guys over time, over months, weeks, 6 months, a year, 2 years. It's going to reinforce it, and then that makes you become a better trader if you do align with how I trade. Stop loss should be just above CE order block. No, so very similar to breakers. You don't want to see a closure above the midpoint of it. So I kind of put it a little bit above just in case it wicks and comes back down. So this is comfortable for me. If I did it at the midpoint, it's an 8-point stop. 8-point stop with this kind of price delivery, it's kind of volatile, is nothing. I want to give it a little bit more wiggle room just in case it just taps it and then comes back down. You get stopped at the high there. So there's a protocol for that. So that's why I did like 12 points. I think 12 points was definitely appropriate. And for those who are still holding, you're still looking for ES to really slam these lows here. If the moment ES slams these lows, I would either focus a target around 18, so which is the new day open gap, or a little bit lower than that. How would you play the TPT accounts because of the trailing drawdown? I would do the same exact way I do my Apex. You guys know how I do Apex. I secure the base hits. So Apex, I secured $400 on the first drive. This year, I closed it out. For my top step, I wanted to see if I can go for another 10 points, basically. Do you still get a dopamine rush when you get a W? I feel like not as much anymore. In the past, I'd be like, let's go, this is it. And then I made a lot of money celebrating. That's not something you want to like do. I feel like I'm doing it more for the stream because like I win, I make some money, which is normal. But you guys make money. You guys, I see like freaking 50, 100 people saying press 1. They took that trade. They make money. And collectively as a stream, we just made like, I don't know, like if I think I made like probably 12,000 on that trade on all my fundeds. You have like 50 other people saying they took that trade too. On average, let's say they make like 2,000 or 1,000. That's like, we just made like 100,000 as a group. Just from this stream. And the fun part about this is like, you never know who's in the stream taking trades with me, how deep their pockets is, or are, I mean. Because why I'll tell you that is like when I had a Discord group, I have like, you know, hundreds of people watching me trade too. These whales, as you call it, they have deep pockets. They're sizing big, and they don't talk. They're just like a lurker. They just trade with you. They'll watch the stream. They don't say anything. And then, you know, like after like 6 months or a year, they're like, you know, thank you, Brian. They'll introduce themselves like, I've been following you for like a year. Here's my result. And it's like, you just made like 500,000. And it's like, what's your sizing? He's like, this happened to multiple people, but he sized like 20, 30 contracts on a live account. It's insane. So a conservative estimate, like we just made 100K on that trade. I made like 12,000. So like, I'll be like a little bit more than 10%, but it takes one person to do like 10, 20, 30 contracts. They just bumps them up. Dono is not the big whale I'm talking about. I feel like he trades big size, but he has a crypto port. It was like 6-10 million or something like 6. I think it went to 12 million. He showed me at 6 million. You know how crypto is doing, right? Crypto is mooning, and he has a lot of crypto. So I think it's at 12 million now. Yeah, he's Ethereum, Bitcoin, insane. Easy work. I swear I've seen the chart react to your entries before, probably seen things, but who knows? Whoever's watching the stream, they're like, I want this to succeed. But another, if you guys know Torque Master, you would only know if you've been in the Discord, which we had active like 2 years ago. He's one of the whales I'm talking about. He ran an account from like, I think like 50K to like 800,000 just from trading with us, just because he's been sizing up every time he grows. $700 viewers. Nah, we got 960 viewers right now, and we alerted in Discord. So one of the beauties is what I've been doing. If you guys can't make the stream for whatever reason, I'm trying to alert my setups as well. I've been doing that all week. So in the Desi and Brian, which is, you know, where Desi alerts, and I just kind of alert my PM. I don't trade Asia at the moment. I'm waiting for it to move away from all-time high, so you can see my alerts here. But this is the one I'm talking about. I want to see shorts up here to the 15-minute gap plus breaker, then look for confirmation back up. So shorts here, confirmation back up, exactly how I described it. And I also alerted the setup too. So if you can't, you know, listen to the stream, you just want alerts, this is kind of the signal bot way, I guess. The signal bot way. I literally use you as an indicator to frame trades because I know you're too consistent. It's like time experience, because not many traders are trading as much as me as consistent, because like I'm trading every single day for the last like 4 or 5 years. So yeah, in 365 days in a year, you have probably, I want to say like 200 plus trading days. Let's say 200 times 5 years. That's like you have 1,000 trading days, and each trading day you're trading anywhere from 2 to 4 hours, 2 to 5 hours. You're like, now you have like 4,000 screen hours only in the market, and you have back testing, you have other things. It's crazy. I think we hit the target here. ES is just piling up. I'm not gonna say long until we get a nice drive in ES. So those who are holding the short, I think you'll get it in the next move here. Why don't I see the alert tap in Discord? You gotta make sure you're in the right Discord. So there's a smart prop firm Discord, and which is just, you know, we're separating this. This is just prop firm, and this is the Desi and Brian. This is where I trade, and I trade. You have Lanto trades. You have Brian. You have Desi, and Desi here. I don't know. He post trades today. Oh, he traded last night. Okay. Yeah, and if you want to join, I'm pretty sure it's somewhere here. Upgrade, yeah. We can join here. I'll post a link if you guys want to take a look, give it a try. But, you know, you don't have to, because guess what? It's free. The stream is free to use. So I guess that'll be like the direct way to get a signal bot out of me. Literally. But if you're able to watch a stream, I don't know if it's necessary, unless you're also looking for Desi, you're looking for Lantos and stuff like that. No, I don't live stream there. I only trade PM. Again, only trade PM. I trade Asia as well at times. I'm waiting for Asia to cook up again. Let me see Asia. We used to do Asia alerts and we used to like bang on them, but it has to be the right timing for it. Sometimes Asia's near all-time high gets me confused. I rely on data. So like, you know, a new day open at 6 p.m. Eastern time. We have Asia price action. I don't really have much to work with. But, you know, when I'm trading PM, I have Asia, I have London, I have New York AM. So I have a lot of data to work with for the day. And I think that's why PM session should be the golden session for, it depends on the trader. But I want to say for new traders, you have the most data and you have the kind of most consistent price action. If you're trying to trade PM as a trend trader, I'm not sure how that will go. But if you're trying to trade it like as a range or choppy scalp, do whatever you want, I think PM is the way to go. You killed Asia a few months back. Literally, if you were in the era, we traded Asia. I don't know when it was. I think it was like March, April. We had like a 15 win streak on it, on Asia. And it was like alerting every day. And that was like, Asia was just like golden time. Like you had every setup possible. You have so much data on what market wants on the day. Yeah, that's exactly the point. You could look at the previous day, but like I already use that for higher time frame. I want to use low time frame, only 2 days data. Makes a lot of sense to me. But damn, we're getting like 900,000 viewers every day now. Like the stream is growing, guys. Before, I always remember it was like just like 400, 500 members for a long time. But we've just been growing just because, you know, consistency, good trades, somewhat entertainment, like 20% of the time, but 80% like really focus. Steven Ducks, he made 6 million in 1 day a few days ago trading stock. It sounds good, but like I don't know what his capital is. If he had like 10 million, he made 6 million. That's great. But if he had like, I don't know, 50 million, he made 6 million. I don't know, stuff like that. And you don't know how much he's risking too. If he's risking like 3-4 million to make 6 million. Even if you charge for PM streams, I'll happily pay. The way I would kind of describe that is, you guys sometimes complain like, oh, he's just promoting his code way too often, but it helps fund the stream. Like the stream is free only because of that. Because you either go the route of a paid Discord, where you have like members paying like 50, 100 bucks per day, or not per day, per month, or you have it free, but you push out your code. And I went the free route. I decided to do that because I can have more people on. I don't have to charge anything, and people are using prop firms anyways. And then I'm like, I'm gonna take it a step further. I'm gonna also do cashbacks and other benefits like giveaways, raffles. And then soon, I promise you guys, I'm gonna try to work on this, a trade copier. That'll be like the next goal. Like if I have that, that's like probably the last thing I can like, the final puzzle piece I need. Because if you're a new trader, you get like, you know, you get extra savings, you get payout protection, you get, you know, a chance to get a free account and a complimentary trade copier. That's it. I might just have to pay a big premium though to get that, but it'll be worth it. Like, just taking this example, it's probably not going to happen, but like, imagine TradeSyncer, it's free for you if you are a user with our platform. Boom. It would cost them a lot of money. It would cost me a lot of money to make it free, though. Your Discord is $100 a month. It's not my Discord. It's Desi, but I'm with Desi. So it's like 2 people for $100 per month. He trades AM, and I just trade PM, and we kind of tag Asia and London together just depending on what we see. So it's a good Discord group, small Discord group to vibe out. I don't really advertise it. I advertise the stream. The stream is like my goal to grow. But if you want free alerts or alerts there to Signalbot, yes, this is like a Signalbot dream. They're like, oh, you can get Brian's alert free, or not for free, for without watching a stream. You don't have to hear him yap. What if you give the option to people to get trade signal for free if they forfeit portion of their cash back? It's just not enough though. That's the thing. Because trade signal is quite expensive unless that user. So that the thing I'm thinking about like that is like, I want to make it free just for a few purchases, because not everyone can do like 10, 20 purchases a month. Like if you make 5 purchases, I want to make it free for you. It would just probably be a loss, but that'll be a game changer move in the prop industry, I feel like. What's the main reason to only trade 1 and 3 p.m.? I get this asked like every single day. Quick summary is it's more consistent to me, not as a trend trader, but as a trader who trades back and forth, plays anything. And the most important part is you have Asia, you have London, you have New York AM to work with as your data. So I like to look at the 5-minute a lot. This is why I look at it. I'm like, okay, how is Asia going? Consolidated. London took the lows, London took the high, and then New York AM took the high. London took the low. So I'm like, this is seek and destroy price action. I'm gonna, do my time frame analysis, and then me looking at this, we already took the highs and lows. I'm not really itching for higher. I'm considering this to just hold for PM. So that's why I was able just to like, I'm gonna take the short, just because I already have a feeling that we're not going up these highs. Only we can do that only if we retrace and then move higher. So I hope that makes sense. You have so much more data to work with. Because imagine you trade Asia, you don't know what's going on. You're kind of blind unless you use previous day. But I like to stick with the current day's like data as my main analysis. And the previous days are usually just like higher time, like 4 hour, the daily, the weekly. But if it's anything on the lower time frame, I want to stay consistent to the current day data. Are you bullish yet? No, I'm gonna be bullish when NQ gets a deep drive down, and ES also taps in this gap. So like again, that's been the short goal for the last like 20-30 minutes. If ES can pour down here and then flip back up, then we can look for longs on either side. Most likely on ES though. Genius focus on current state data. It works for me, man. It might not work as efficiently or effectively for other people, but the best thing is like I'm backing up how I trade, because I literally showed my limit order, my TP, my stop on this trade, and it had exactly 2 ticks of drawdown from my trades, and it made like 30 points, almost like 28 points. That's how precise it worked out. And then you do this different. Oh, this is where it breaks it. Look at that. Look at these lows just being engineered here. You have the high move up, rejected, and then those. Who's holding shorts right now? Press one if you're holding shorts. You're gonna expect a nice 10-15 point flush here, I think, coming up. And then we could see if there's long available. If we don't flip up, we're not long this. That's kind of the name of the game. Flush, flush, flush. I'm not even in holding anymore, as you guys know, but I'm gonna celebrate or kind of root for you guys, because we have like a lot of people still in the trade. What's your confirmation it goes up? That's a good question. So I just want to see ES take these lows, get a nice drive down, and if we can go do a low time frame flip up, it makes sense to me, I'll look for like a 1 minute entry model to play back up. And again, I feel like this trade invalidates if NQ gets under the breaker. Even a closure under the 15-minute gap makes it messy. I got asked this again. I need to make a clip so I can just play it. Every 20 minutes, someone asks me why I trade PM over AM, and I keep on answering it, and the next person asks like 10 minutes later. Why do you trade PM? I didn't think of an answer that's like very concise. Why do I trade? It's more consistent, it's slower, and you have every data point. You have Asia, London, and New York AM to work with. Boom. 10, that's like what, 8 seconds? I think my stream would be probably like 50-40% bigger in viewership if I was trading AM. Because you have like Patrick, you have Tanya, you have other streamers who gets like 2K, 3K, 4, 5K viewers because they trade AM. I'm taking a hit in viewership just because I trade PM. I can't tell if these people in the comments are trolling because like I can see some of the trolls, but some people like I'm not sure if I'm categorizing them as trolling or they just didn't hear. Would you not want it to wait for candle to come back out of the version again before entering to make sure it doesn't blow past area, or does it affect your risk? What does that mean? Would you not want to wait for candle to come back out of your version? Oh, like retrace and come back down. I don't need to see that happen just because we already validated the chase delivery. We already kept the inversion, so what we're looking for is the first tap in is an entry. Would have less viewers in AM. I don't know, because when I did streams on AM after CPI, I had pretty good viewership, and that's like when no one knew I was on. It was like new people. I think I had like 800 people already. So I actually made an announcement that I'm trading AM. I think we'll go to like 1,300 pretty quickly. Who's gonna watch other streams? Other streamer when you have Brian Stock, the best streamer in town, who gives his trades and teaches you guys exactly what it is. And I don't know what this price action is for the last 30 minutes right now. What is this back and forth, guys? This is crazy. Oh, I talked to Dodgy. You know, I just talked to Dodgy after hours. He was just saying, like, you know, he's getting hated a lot. I told him, like, he's getting hated more than Patrick right now. Patrick's, I think, it's getting more fans. He's like, it's like half hate, half fans. Dodgy is like 90% hate, and then 10% of his core are his fans. But I was like, you know, you should hop on the stream. We can do a duo stream, and then you can show your inversion in action. Show it live. Show your, you know, what is it called? His indicator bot. Let's see what happens. And he said he's down, so we're gonna bring him on. He's gonna show the world trades in real time. People are so degen, they watch 20 streamers at once and take the trades. Does that actually work? Because how do you listen to more than even 2 streamers? Because they could have conflicting trades, or it's gonna override. I don't know. It's gonna be difficult. This is so weird right now. Like, we're just so back for. We didn't take these lows. All I want is a stab lower, and I would have probably started looking for longs already. It's interesting. Bulls won, support remained there. Bulls got cooked here. They did a nice dump. I mean, Bulls will win if they start pushing. But we could say Bears won for a little bit, and then Bulls winning again. I'm gonna probably throw it out there. I don't know if we'll get another trade. We're one so far from this trade. Based off the last 30 minutes, we haven't got anything. We might get a long setup very close to power hour, I feel like, but I'm not gonna take the long until ES drives into. It makes a lot more sense to me because we have like a lot of internal liquidity just sitting here, and I think ES is gonna take it, and NQ is gonna drag a little bit lower. Are you doing AM, or is that just a thought? Probably not. I want to, maybe a few times, but PM is just so golden, guys. Like, you would not find a trade like this in AM with a 12-point stop, 1-2 ticks of drawdown, and just made 25 points. You would not get that. I promise you. AM is like a lot more volatile, and I cannot do 10-point stop in AM. But I can do it for PM, so it makes a lot of sense. PM goes sideways every day. It does, but you make it work. You make it work. Is this where we dump through these lows? I have no idea. Like, I'm trying to root for it. Dude, you make 100K per month. You can widen those stops. See, that's where I think I wholeheartedly disagree. If you widen your stop just because you make a lot of money, you're losing more per trade rather than how I'm trading. With my models, like anytime I don't like the trade anymore, I'm usually just out with a tight stop, very tight. I mean, it builds up over time. So if I did, like, let's say 15-point stop instead of 10, I'm risking 50% more every trade. That's how you lose 100K. That's how you make less because you're risking more. All right, this is finally about to dump through, I think. This just took so long, but finally got stabbed. You guys, hopefully you guys get this TP out, and then I'm gonna be looking for potential longs coming up here. There's that play. All right, this is where I alert that TP hit, looking for long back up confirmation. And then I'll alert that to Discord for those who are not watching the stream or can't watch it. We're going to be seeing an opportunity here. I don't want to catch a knife though, so I need to know this is more of a retracement for a move higher. So yeah, hit the target here. This is exactly for 31 points, 2.5 R if you held it. Very nice. Congrats to those who held it, guys. You guys held the line and made it. Brett doesn't pop in like he used to. He don't fuck with the stream no more. Someone add him in the TradeFi Discord. Like, why do you like Brian streaming no more? Or at his Discord, or not Discord, Twitter. Okay, where am I looking for longs? I might try the long really quick here. I feel like it's maybe early, but I think it's worth it. Oh, we're moving. I was kind of marking the, another chain delivery here with this low taken. This is looking really good for longs right now. Again, we were short-term bearish, but we're more the whole session more bullish. So this is kind of my visualization. Run down, move higher. So I am trying to see if we're gonna set up. I think we could try something like this. I don't know where the stop would be. Probably just at the low, honestly. And then we could try to go for a move back up. Yeah, I think we'll try to go for these longs. I think you're looking anywhere from what I marked at up to this low wick here. So the moment it takes out this low, I think we could try to go for it. I'm trying to do what I did yesterday. If you guys remember, yesterday, I big brained the market and I called out like the whole move, the move up, the move down, the move back up, something like that, like three-way move. The execution I couldn't get, and it was like I had very bad ones when it was already happening. Today, I called the move and I executed based off the move, luckily, because I got the entry model and a retracement. I hope I can finish this. Move up would be perfect. If you guys want to take on ES is also applicable. There's a BPR here, so you're likely gonna try to take it off that BPR. ES, I think, also makes a little bit more sense too. If you want to take on ES, feel free to. Kind of like this, basically. I do recall ES being a little bit stronger than Q for most of the session. So this is good here if you want to take that. NQ is like not really getting us. Should I just tap that in? I don't know. Don't look for my exact entries. I think it's like more of a range right now. I ideally like this BPR. I also like any area between this line and the change of delivery. So like a 3-point box on both sides. So if it doesn't hit exactly, like let's say down here, but it hits like a tick above, you should still be looking for the fill. Yeah, and I think I might have missed on ES. I'm not sure yet. Hopefully we get in the next tap in here. I think we will. How's that change over? It's on the 30-second. It's not the 1. I might just have to remove this. So 30-second, we took the low out, close above. We also inverse this, and retap back in. Would just want to see this hold. Not gonna lie though, today, or not today alone, slightly today, but like the whole week, I feel like I've been missing my entries. Like we got an entry earlier, but this one we might miss. The other days we miss it by like 2 points, 1 point, 3 points. It's like, it's so odd because how do you miss it that often? Maybe should have just played off the inversion closure, right? Close above, boom, longed it. It is annoying. I put my limit at 92.50 on ES, and I literally just missed that. Like, I swear to God, I'm voice cracking, but I missed it by a tick. Look at that. Just because I put it here, I should have dragged it up. Means I think I drew this kind of bad. If I move this up a little bit, then we 93 with the top, 1 tick inside, 97 inside. We would have basically sniped that. Chat caught it. Are you guys in longs right now? I haven't entered yet because it missed my fill. Who's in longs right now? And liftoff. Well, chat is making money. Damn. If you are like listening to the trade, you guys just basically got shorts on the move down, longs on the move up. You made money on both sides. That's incredible. Two for two for the callouts, 1 for 1 for execution. That's like what it is right now. It's insane. Can you talk about where the stop should be? I kind of marked it. It's the internal low. This is the low that took out the engineer liquidity here. So we wouldn't want price to be back down. But that's like, I think, a good stop area. That's why I always say, like, for the most part, you shouldn't be looking at my exact entries. You just be looking at my commentary. So, like, if you follow my commentary, like, no, I like price moving up, I like price moving down, I'm bearish, bullish here, and then you kind of trade based off of your own entries or analysis. It works out so much better because I'm pretty good at calling where price is going. But calling that versus executing is two different stories because my execution requires tight stops. That's how I run it. I could definitely do bigger stops, but I've been having a lot of success with tight stops, to be honest. So it's basically precision or we fail. Precision or we fail. We probably have to look for a higher entry NQ. Surprisingly, NQ just... I knew this was coming. NQ just started to become more bullish than ES. We'll likely do the giveaway soon. I don't know if we'll get another trade after this, unless this is long. So some people are asking, like, am I still taking this long or short or not shit longs? Uh, I might, but you know, like just think of it like this: if this entry was like a B setup, once it already moved away and started taking some internal highs, it just immediately downgrades at least a one level. So if you want to do that, it depends on the draw liquidity. Like, especially if you take out this high, we're definitely not looking for the same entry anymore. If you feel it 80%, sometimes you gotta hit the market button. That's kind of what I've been thinking to do more. Like, you have a good feeling, like this is it. This is a good move here. But jeez, chat. This is actually kind of crazy right now. But yeah, I think we'll do the giveaway just because I want to showcase the stream. Maybe we'll do an extra giveaway for those who took the entries. If you took any of these trades and you want to post your entries to the Twitter post I want to make, we'll do a extra giveaway through there, just for fun. We're not doing a giveaway yet, guys. I don't know when this shit happens, but I want to see if we get a long. Honestly, I think the long's still there as long as we don't take the high. And just a little bit bummer that, you know, you miss a nice trade entry. You always trail stops. I do. I think that's what I've been kind of doing more to prevent myself from TPing early when I trail stops. It makes a lot of sense to me. So that's what I been going for. Okay, I'm gonna make the post. If you guys want to show any executions today, maybe we'll throw in a direct funded. I'll post in chat here. If you guys don't see the link, just look at my latest post on Twitter. Just post kind of like, you know, you can post profits if you want, but most likely we're kind of go for execution. So any of the trades, no matter if it's like exact, if it's like still short or longs, those are my two main call outs. I want to reward those who traded with us. So on top of that, we'll do a regular giveaway. This one we'll do for direct funded. So I made a link here, guys. I'll pick one maybe on stream. Let's do on stream in 30 minutes. So I'll give you guys till the stream ends to post your executions. And the winner will get a choice of a direct funded from either Lucid or Tradeify. A 50K. Like $400. Wow, look at that, dude. This is such a... That's like... This was a better trade for the long than the short. It's kind of nuts. If you took on the BPR and ES, I think you would have been more happy. Very quick. We have like 10 people posting it. Very nice. I think we'll get like probably 30 people and then we'll just pick someone randomly. Gone through the shitty trade but missed through the good trade. that's how it goes. But you know, something I talked about is like the people who missed the start of the stream. I talked about like I like lower than higher. Kind of exactly what this is. I drew the arrow too. I'm like, we're gonna go inside this breaker. We're gonna go inside this 15-minute gap and then move back up. Short down, long back up, and then you know you have that in your mind. You framed it up as your commentary analysis. You just wait for the price action. So I'm not using any indicators, any volumes, anything. I'm just looking at pure price action, where it closes, when the trade validates, and then that's how you play. I'm kind of jealous that some people took both trades. Some people took the long and the short. It's crazy. He's like, you just made more money than me. We're still going. God damn, bro. How are we still going? You don't know how much we lost before we came. I hear that so many times. Like, I'm red, Brian. Please make me green. I was like, okay, thank you, Brian. I went from minus 1,000 to plus 500. It's like, I'm getting used. I'm only needed when you guys are down. Everyone's winning though. People who's trading with on stream, people who's single botting. Pretty good day. And oh, guys, you know why it's also a fantastic day? Because I think it should be like 12,000 on all my funded. It's so ironic. Like, I promise you, it doesn't, like, it's not a coincidence, or it is coincidence, but like it's not intentional. But I made today in the morning for AM. I was short, taking out the daily target on ES. 12,000 on my Robinhood, 12,000 on my trade of 8. I'm like, what the heck? And then, you know, I'm up 12,000 on all my fundeds right now. Shit, I don't know. There's like 36,000 on one day. 12 is a number. It is the lucky number right now. It's on funded, on live, on my swing port. Like we made money on every account possible. Oh, let's go, dude. My Tradeify account is above 10K now. This account went from, I think, the lows at like 4,000 back to 10K. That was like, I think, a month ago, a month or maybe a month and a half. But we've been just slowly doing base hits. So you kind of look at my top step. basically all my profits on my top stuff, I started taking the same trades on it and copying it very closely. And like, we're gonna have 20 days. I'll request another probably like 10,000. This is gonna be up 300. So this is gonna be 11,000 balance. Current balance gonna be like 35, 3,600. 20 days, 20 wins. 86% win rate. Average winning day is 405. Average losing day is 264. So that's why I think my risk reward is 1.5 R. It kind of shows a lot. Like it varies. Sometimes like it's like 1 to 1, 1.2, or up to 2, 2.5, but it averages right to 1.5, which is great because you have a combination of a high win rate, also with a not high risk reward, but like a higher than 1 risk reward. So every dollar you lose or you risk, you're making $1.50 while also doing 80% win rate. That's crazy. Get a 12 tattoo in your forehead. I'm not tatted at all. But, you know, if I get a 100K day, tat me up. Fuck the Tessie. Get a nice Audi R8. That's what my accountant was saying. Like, you know how Patrick puts his only prop firms? He's like, you know, you can buy an expensive car, you can buy multiple cars, just put a wrap. We can write it off. I'm like, should I do that, chat? Should I just drop like 100, 150,000 on like a expensive car? Because my Tesla, I was gonna do like 80 on it just because I like the car. People are trying me. They said you won't. Spend a month of my payouts on it and be like, thank you, Apex. Thank you. But just know, I had to call my accountant recently because it's like we're doing like more quarterly meetings right now. So we started the second quarter, end of second quarter, going to quarter 3 recently, and I talked to them. They're like, you have high income. You have like for this year already. You're doing like huge prop payouts, and you don't have that many expenses because like before, I was running the accounts like last year. I was making a lot of money. Like I was like I think 600,000, 700,000. No, it was 800,000 in payouts for the year, but I was like running 150,000 in expenses, something around there. This year, I'm already at like 700, so like we're already almost surpassed last year in total payouts at like half the expense. So they're like, you know, you're not really having expense. Like, are you reporting everything correctly? Like, is everything? It's bookkeeping too, so like it's you gotta sync all your credit cards, everything like that, all your payments, and like I'm about to be burnt in taxes at this rate. So that's why I keep on saying like Puerto Rico might be the move. If I go to Puerto Rico, I might save like freaking $500,000 in taxes. It's insane. Would you guys make that decision? If you were to like able to save like, I don't know, it's such a large number. Like make the license plate smart. Oh, that'd be so cool. I feel like smart's already taken. Why do you have high expenses for proffers? This year's not that high. Last year was higher. But you're trading like 8 proffers, 9 prop firms. You're trying some out. It's a lot, and then you have reserves. I literally have 50 evals on Apex getting renewed every single month. So it's taking me like 2,000, 1,000 every single month just because I just want to be okay. My people born in Puerto Rico have to rebuild their houses so many times. I hope. That's crazy. Where do I put my money on? I was just investing it. Just I have a lot in just a high yield savings just because for tax or anything like that, I'm good. I have it on my swing port. My swing, like my Robinhood alone is like 600,000 already. It's a lot, and I'm trying to get it to $1 million. Why would you have every month if you have max 20 accounts? It's just in case I decide, let's say, to withdraw the whole thing, in case I get eval ban, which is important too. Just so you know, when you get eval ban, you can't buy any more evals. So the way to counter that is you already have past evals. So when they move you live, you already have evals, or when you withdraw the whole thing, you can just run it again. So I think it's like peace of mind, basically. Like, I don't have to worry about an eval ban. I'll have 50 accounts in the back burner. That's like, I can make a lot more money back again. So it's a risk. It's like kind of like a preemptive. Like, I'm paying Apex like $1,500 per month in the rebilling, but Apex is giving me like $40,000, $50,000 for each payout. So it's like 2 payouts. They're giving like $100,000 per month. I'm giving them 1% back just for insurance. Yeah, they can't cancel your evals when you already bought it. That's the thing. That's important. So if I get eval banned and I have like 100 evals, I basically get 5 more tries of 20 counts. So, you know, every single month I'm paying Apex like $1,500. So by the year ends, I'm gonna pay Apex like 15,000. Yeah, more like 16,000, I think, for literally no reason other than peace of mind. But yeah, if you guys haven't already, if you post your executions on the latest tweet, we have like, oh, there's like 65. I'm gonna pick one random person and they're gonna get a free direct funded. Wow. These are all your execution, guys. Some people are quiet in the chat, but now that I gave them incentive, they actually doing something crazy. This is an amazing field. Holy crap. This is a good field too. We didn't take any highs. I think longs is still appropriate, but like we gotta find like a pretty good area. Most likely what I would think is like we just get back into discount equilibrium, basically under discount, and then the move back up, maybe we'll get an inversion off that displacement that it made move down. We can take the longs off that. I think that's pretty reasonable here. How much do you make on interest for your savings? It's like a few thousand, but I don't know, something like that. Probably a few thousand, like 4,000 or 5,000 per month. Something like that on the high yield savings. I think that's what I remember seeing. And you know, Robinhood, it gives me like when I'm not in a trade, or when I'm not using the money, like I have 600,000. I'm not always in a trade. Every day they'll give me like $100 in interest around there. Like I think 50 or $100. So it's like free lunch. That's kind of like how I'm thinking about like, when I'm not in trade, just interest pouring in. And every single month, like half the time I'm not in trade, it'll be like they'll add in another 1,500, 2,000, something like that. Something cool. But yeah, I don't want to be like I'm bragging or anything about like my success. I'm more, it's like hopefully it's like more inspirational, because prop firms, even though some people hate them just because like they're like, oh, too many rules, you don't know if they're gonna get paid, just trade on cash. Prop firm is a gateway if you want to, for anyone who has like no capital to start with, to really scale up. Like you start from like, you know, let's say you have like $2,000 your name, you start down there, and then you go up to 10, 20,000, and you keep on scaling up. Now you're making like 50,000 per month, 100,000 per month. It's just possible. That's what I'm saying. And I think I'm proof of that. And it's not just because I trade profit. It's because I'm teaching. I know how to trade. I've been trading for 5 years. I've been trading every day for 5 years. That's the difference from someone who's on Twitter saying, I've been trading for a decade, two decades. You're not trading those same levels I'm trading, just because I'm all in on it. It's like that dedication that pushes you. So you do anything, let's say for a year even, you get started trading for a year, but if you take that year and just push it to the maximum and absorb and learn everything as possible, practice good discipline, that year is worth more than someone else who'd been training for 5 years. So that is what I'm trying to say. So 5 years might sound good to like new people. 5 years might sound still too young for other people, but like I'm only 24, right? 5 years. I've been trading since I was like what, 18, 19. I think that puts it in perspective. You might be able to try to keep this long. I'm not sure if I would play this. I was hoping for another like lower drive. It'll make sense to me. But overall, the draw is higher. This is like definitely a riskier trade now. Nothing beats the 70-year-old with 5 years in the market. They've been trading since they were 12. Holy crap. One day, I kind of made a tweet about this. I went to the Hard Rock Casino with my friends because they wanted to go. Luckily, I hope I'm not the one like getting my friends to go to casino because I feel like that's a slippery slope. But you know, I went to it like around 4th of July. I think the weekend of it. I had like $200 buy-in because that's how much money I had in my wallet. That's how much I want to risk basically. Just $200. And I was like making, it was like $25 buy-ins on blackjacks. It went from 380, 375, I think it's 375. And I was like, I'm gonna stop if I either double the money or lose the money. So 400 or 0. I keep on hitting like 375, 350, and like I'm like one hand away from leaving. And then I went all the way from 375 down to like $100. And I ended the day, I think around 275. But why I'm saying that, like I wanted to have maybe a live stream if they even allow it, or maybe a video of, that'd be kind of fun. Like of like whatever money you make on a day, right? You take that money to the casino and see if you can make more money out of it, or you lose it. That'll be entertaining. And like, you know, you do it live too, right? Like whatever money I make on the stream today, I make 12,000. I guess I'm gonna use that 12,000, pull it out, and then go to casino with 12,000, see if we can double it. I used to work there. I was a game commissioner. They don't allow it. Oh, someone has done this. I feel like that's an idea in my head, but if someone done it, you know, that's not bad either. But you lose the money. It's like that's the money that you made. That's the plan. So that'll be a highlight. Like, oh, I'm gonna go trade in the market, which people kind of classify as gambling already, and then I'm gonna take that money that I made, go to the casino, which is pure gambling. But would you guys like to see that video? That'd be kind of epic. I feel like I like these type of entertaining videos. And the inversion printed, close above, we just milked it, pushed it higher. Does Rips play blackjacks, or he only play poker? I think he plays poker. I rather just do blackjacks, to be honest. It's just like very simple. Are you using funding ticks? It's in my trade copier. Funding ticks. Yeah, it's on there. So, yeah, in my trade copier, you have my, wait, what the heck? My tick trader live was not connected the whole time. Express $3,700. I'm gonna withdraw half of it, so $1,800, about 9,000. And funding ticks, I started this. We've been growing it. We're at 51.7. I don't know how much I need. I think I need like 3K or something, 4K to withdraw. What does the BPR stand for? BPR is balanced price range. I go this on my essential trading guide video, kind of everything about my trading. 15 minutes long if you guys can endure it. it is like a prerequisite to watch my stream, essentially. Especially the chain state delivery. Some people is like, what's the chain state delivery? It explains it. But yeah. My closing note is, you know, I talked about the trade copier. I want to set this up. That'd be massive, to do a complimentary trade copier for those users. I'm not sure the ideas yet. What I'm thinking in my mind is like, if you purchase at least 10 accounts from any of our partners in a single month, you get a free month. And then the next month you have to do the same thing, like 10 accounts, free month, continuously. So as long as you're actively using, I just need to set a number where it makes sense. Like not too high, but also not too low. Like we're not going to be able to do like a free month for like 1 or 2 purchases. I think it can be like 10, I think. Or a balanced amount. Like let's say it's like $100 in rebates. Tell me you got a whole family at least. I don't have a kid if that's what you're asking. When I do have a kid, this kid is, when I retire from the YouTube, this kid is going to be on here streaming at the age of 12. And I'm going to work his ass. Her ass, his ass. I mean, like, get started. You know, if you want to get good like me, this is how I started. I started streaming. I started trading in front of thousands of people, and I got good. I'm going to put you in the same situation. Child labor. You think I care? That, or I tell them to become a doctor like every Asian parent. I think they'll pick the trading route. Any levels for a possible short? I don't think you're looking at levels. I think you're looking at it, either SMTing here or NQ take the high and then we get a 5-minute flip back down. I think that's usually the confirmation. Shorts here is a little bit dangerous, a lot dangerous, I feel like, because we just really retraced inside the 15-minute gap and moved high already. By the time I have a kid, right, and by the time that child's 12 years old, I promise you I would have every training necessary. What that means is I'm going to develop a course that is beginner friendly, like absolutely beginner friendly, and have it all up from intermediate, experience, advanced, expert. I'll have all that ready. A lot of examples of how I trade, like everything will be there, and explain a course on prop firms too. So any 12-year-old would be able to get started. So if you guys want the same thing, let's say in 5 years, we're gonna have that ready. You have a kid that you don't like, you'd be like, enroll him in Smart Academy, and then he can make some money, and then maybe you like him more. Think about that. That's a big brain move right there. Imagine your child is making more money than your current job, like after he enrolls in Smart Academy. That'd be so crazy. It's like that child is running the house now. Day trading. But no, in all seriousness, I think that's something I'm going to be working on. I want to work on it sooner than later. So, develop a lot of courses. Not the course that you're thinking of, but more like introduction to trading, introduction to prop firms, introduction to my trading, and then it'll be like a full-on interactive course, like Khan Academy or something like that people take as a kid, or as like, you know, a middle schooler where they're online learning. That would be it, like Trade Essential, yeah, something like that. And then, so any of my family members, this is also a killing two birds with one stone. Any of my family members, like, can you help me get started trading? I'm like, I'll give you free admission to this, or it's already free to begin with, but I'm gonna give you this course, run through it. It has all the material you need to, know what a prop firm is, know what futures market is, and then get started in how I trade. Oh, baby pips, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, okay. I remember there was something like that. Baby pips, I think I remember seeing. It's like new to crypto. It has a lot of these courses, but I'm going to develop it for I'm going to get my developers to develop it for futures and then prop trading. Yeah, it's like very, I think it should be like interactive, right? And like you level it up and stuff. I'm gonna steal this idea for sure. Yeah. This is probably, yeah, this is what I'm probably thinking about. Someone showed me about this recently, and I'm like, this is kind of exactly how I want us to really do it. Start the course. How does this course start? Tracker progress. Yeah, we're gonna do exactly like this. Elementary, middle school, summer school. Why is it a summer school? But it's gonna be so curated to how I trade though, as well as how I use prop firms and everything like that. So imagine this for prop firms, just to start it out. You need a wife. I'm in a relationship for 4.5 years now. Relationship with a person, my partner, and then for 4.5 years, for 5.5 years, I've been in a relationship with the market. But I think this would have already hit target, right? Yeah, we definitely hit target this. Practice courses like Duolingo. Yep. And then why it would work so well is you can just show your, like, you know, if you have a nephew or a niece or even someone older, like your grandparents, depending on their age, as long as they're capable of trading, this is where me and Lanta talked about, like, you're never too old to start trading. You enroll them in this course, especially with the prop firms, to explain it, because prop firms from the start is hard to understand, but like once you get the hang of it, like I think a lot of you guys get the hang of it already. You guys been trained for years with prop firms. It's actually very easy to understand. You follow the rules, you make a lot of money. That'll be it. Okay, let's do the giveaway. We'll pick 2 people from here, I think. Oh, no, we're doing a giveaway on Twitter, too. Okay, let's see. How should we do this? Should I pick the winner to right now? Because I said execution. Some of these posts aren't really executions, I've noticed. Like, all these are all execution for sure. But some of them are just markings. Like this one. No, this is execution. Never mind. Okay, maybe they're all execution. I did see one where it just looks like there's no execution. Like this is definitely not a eligible one. Like this is not even our trades. This guy did very similar to how I did, short at 44, 45. Boom. Oh, Josh, I've seen you in the chat. Nice. How should I randomly pick the winner here? Should I use a bot or should I just go random and just stop whoever? Should I do that? Someone said, yeah. Okay, you know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Ready? This is for a direct funded. We're just gonna go fast, and whoever I land on in the middle of the screen gets it. And go. He said break even. Do we give it to him, chat? He took like a trade, but it's a break even trade. I'll let chat decide. No, be realistic though. Don't say it just because you didn't win. No, there's a lot of no's. I think there's more no's. We're gonna do it again. Okay, ready, and drop. Oh, this is me. Shit. This is no execution. This is ineligible for sure. That's what I was talking about. This one. Oh, it's Josh. Do we give it to Josh? Yes to Josh or no? I mean, he has clear execution. I've seen him in chat before. He voted no. Dude, he's in the chat. I think we have to give it to him. I think it'll be disrespectful. I think we have to give it to him. He's in the chat. He said, let's go already. He's going to be so sad if we don't give it to him. And someone's going to say it's rigged, but like, how would I know where Josh would be? I just did it randomly. So it'd be like, it's rigged still. All right, let's do, yeah, we get to pick some winners here. I'm likely going to wrap this up. You said both trades? No, I didn't say both trades. I said either trade. As long as you take either trade, just, it works out. So just because you made money on that trade, you posted it, you also get a free account. Boom. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up very soon here. I think it was a good session. It's Wednesday right now. Yeah, make good money. I feel happy. If you guys want to see, also, we're going to pick a winner on the stream. But before that, if you want to use our code SMART, you get the cash back and also entry into the 100K raffle for the end of the month. We're doing a 20 counts per week right now. These are the deals right now. We added funding ticks. You guys see, you guys are asking funding ticks, 35% off everything, plus the rebate. That's very important, the cash back, and plus the raffle entry. So these are all the current deals. It's all updated. Alpha just released something too, Alpha 0. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 13 partners now. We could have definitely more, but I'm basically vetting every single one of them. Every single one of them, I had a meeting before, multiple meetings for the most part. So these are the best of the best firms. It's kind of in order of popularity as well as discounts. So these 4 here are still like relatively new or not as big yet, but as you progress, you have like more, like Alpha starting to become big. Funding ticks is new, but they have 4x. Trade Days been for 5 years killing it. My Fund Futures, Lucid has a really good deal right now. That's why I like them. They have good experience, so I bumped them up. Funding Next, Apex, Tradeify, Take Profit. Lots of good prop firms here. And the winner today is Mick D. You know, fun fact too, I've been running out of giveaways for certain prop firms. You know how I said, like, the winner can choose any from our partners. For some partners, we're out of it. For Tradeify Growth, there's no more now. So this is kind of what we do, right? If you're a winner, this is what we tell you. You know, tell us our prop firm count, give us your YouTube handle for us to confirm. You get a chance from Take Profit, Tradeify Growth, or Advanced, My Fund Futures, Funding Next, Lucid, Cash for free month off. We're out of Tradeify Growth right now, just because we're giving away so much with the raffles and everything. Everyone's picking that one. But yeah, make a giveaway ticket, and we'll handle that. And yeah, we're gonna set up the funding ticks cashback submission later today or tomorrow morning, and that'll be it, guys. Hopefully, you guys enjoy the stream. 830 retail sales is not a news trading one. You can only do it for CPI and non-farm payroll. Those are the main two. If you want to trade news, don't do it others. They could work, but you're looking for the big boys. The other two that could work also, that's very similar, but it's like it's hit or miss. FMC, PPI. But we're mainly looking at CPI, non-farm payroll. That happens once a month, every single month. So if you missed CPI already, CPI was 2 days ago, you're gonna wait for non-farm payroll, which is the first Friday of August, essentially. And have a good one, guys. Code SMART, guys. Team SMART.